Hi guys, this is Spartan765 and I'm doing a review today. I've had a few people ask me about the M1895 Nagant revolver. So I've been meaning to pick one up for a while, I just haven't. So I just said what the hell today, so I went and picked one up. I paid $129 for it. We start out just by saying how much it costs and everything. 129 bucks, and I know you can get them for $99 on J&G Sales or Ames Surplus, but I went to Gander Mountain and picked it up. The reason I don't really like buying surplus firearms through J&G Sales is because I like to look at the barrel first and make sure the serial numbers match and everything like that and go through it. And by the time it's all said and done, you're paying $35 for shipping and then another $30 for your FFL. But okay, here we go. This is it. This is a 1944 Nagant revolver. All serials matching. It's got a perfect barrel on it. Wood grips, which I like better than the Bakelite grips. Got it home about an hour ago. Took it apart, cleaned all the cosmeline out of it. They're surprisingly easy to take apart. They may look complicated. I'm going to tell you one thing. The gas lock mechanism in here is kind of complicated. There's a lot of little parts, but there's only a couple springs. And then your one main spring. The main spring is a bar spring inside that curves into the grip that puts spring tension on the hammer and the trigger. So, like all things Russian, they use as little parts as they can to make it as reliable as they can and cheaply made as they can. This takes the 7.62 by 38R cartridge. If you're wondering, I do not have any cartridges yet for it. I was going to buy some at Gander Mountain, but they didn't have them. I didn't think they would. I'll order them, and then I'll do a separate review on the cartridge. It's a really unique cartridge because what it does is the Nagant revolver is one of the only revolvers ever made that creates a perfect gas seal between the cylinder and the barrel. Now how that works is the cartridge, if you can see in there how it's kind of recessed, how that works is the cartridge actually, hang on. Okay, I just had to check and make sure it was actually recording. How that works is the cartridge actually comes up to the rim here, and the bullet is recessed, and when you pull the hammer back, it pushes the cylinder up there and pushes the cartridge into the barrel about 1 millimeter. And then when you pull the trigger, it shoots, and the bullet comes out, and the cartridge expands inside the barrel there a little bit and completely seals it. So it's a very, very intelligent design for 1895. They're even modern revolvers don't do that. I got a Taurus Model 84. The seals are pretty good on modern revolvers. But this is a unique system. It's the only gun I know that has this system. And that's one of the reasons I want it. The only thing that really kind of sucks about it is, as a military firearm, is the fact that it takes forever to unload or end load. To load it, you have to pull this back. It does have a 7-round capacity. Pull that back, you stick each individual cartridge in and rotate it. And then to unload it, you got to flip that down, pull this rod out, rotate right here the cylinder till the lines line up on the side there. See? And then proceed to manually rotate the cylinder with your hand and push out all of the hang on a second, and push out all of the cartridges. Yeah, must not be perfectly lined up there. Yeah, it's kind of a retarded system, if you ask me. There we go. I got it. But yeah, you have to literally, you can see I'm doing this, so you have to push each individual cartridge out, and then load it all up again. Which is, similar to the Colt Peacemaker, except the Colt Peacemaker, you don't have to pull something out and rotate it. All you simply do on that's the 1873 Colt. All you do on that is you just flip the gate down and you don't have to pull anything out. It's just a spring-loaded lever. But yeah, overall what it came with was obviously the gun itself. It came with a little Russian leather holster dated 1966, a little cleaning rod, and it also came with this screwdriver, which I think is kind of nice. It's a little two-sided screwdriver, not like I'm ever going to use it or anything, but came with it, so whatever. But yeah, if you're in the market for a cheap handgun, or you're, in my case, I'm a collector, so that's why I bought this. But 129 bucks, 100 bucks in J&G sales. You can pay 20 bucks extra there for a bore select, or you can just go to Gander Mountain and look at a couple of them there and pick one out. And I'm really happy that I, was able to get a Tula. This is a 1944 Tula with a good barrel. So I think I did pretty good on that buy. I can't wait to shoot it. I'm gonna do a range review on it. Another thing that kind of sucks on it is the double stage is really rough. The single stage isn't bad, but still got a pretty decent trigger pull on it. And I will probably be doing a trigger job on it to smoothen that up a little bit. But if you guys got any comments or questions about the gun, feel free to send me a message, or any questions if you guys want me to show you guys how to take it apart. I'm probably going to be doing a how to remove the cylinder video pretty soon. You know what, actually I'm going to do that right now, because I know I'm going to get asked that immediately as soon as I post this video. How you remove the cylinder on the Nagant revolver is pull up the cartridge ejector, rotate the cylinder until it's in the position here where you can see the little notches, where those notches line up. Then lift this out like so. That'll come right out just like that, and set that aside. Then roll the cylinder out this way. See, this is the gate. Roll the cylinder out the way the gate is. You don't want to just push it, you want to roll it, because you don't want to mess up your lock right here. And once that's out, that's out. Now to put the cylinder back in, same thing. Except you got to depress this here. Depress that little piston down. Oh, I call it a piston. I don't know what the actual technical terminology is, the Russian word for it. But, because that's really unique. And I know most technical terms about guns, but I honestly don't know what that little piston is called inside the cylinder. And then once that's lined up, drop your bar back in. You may need to maneuver the cylinder around a little bit, shake it. Push your ejector back over, push it down. Flip your gate back up. And then go ahead and, give her a function test. And make sure it works. And that's all there is to taking the cylinder out. And it's pretty simple. You guys got any comments or questions, feel free to send me a message. Spartan765 out.